Walmart, thank you so much for this sub. Coming through before we even start the damn live show. How's it going, everybody? Can you all hear Preston okay?
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
The International Justice League of Super Acquaintances. Yes. Combating evil. Every villain is lemons. I think we'll wait a little bit longer for some more people to come in. Hopefully, sheesh. But since people are here, Preston and I were talking about. Hey, what's up, Blacks Bro? Preston was saying he has some would you rather's for us. Bobby's here. Welcome, Bobby. How's everyone doing? Hello, Rhyology Boy. Hello and hi. Hello and hi. Yeah, let's. Why don't you pull up some of those would you rather's?
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, dang, the chat here. What's up, Michael Thompson? Well, the crew is coming out right now. Hang on, I feel like the chat bot is or the chat box on stream. The text is a little too big, I think. So let me amend that just right quick. I wanted to do the chat bot so that when I upload this video to YouTube, like people who are watching YouTube will actually be able to see what chat was saying. So that was my big brain plan.
The true Preston. No.
Oh, damn it. Do I have some? Okay, there it goes. It was a little fluky. Thank you for the sub, Pikel.
Man, I can't argue against that now that he's subbed. I can't argue that I'm actually the true Preston.
Yeah, you really can't. You really can't.
You won.
And
for
it's
now,
with 3 months, when you sub that for that third month, you go from one little thing of applesauce to a whole pack. So you're officially a man of sauce now, Michael Thompson. Congratulations. Okay, we've got 9 viewers here. So let's hit us with the warm up, Preston, and then I'll ask you what you're drinking and all that, and we'll get going with a draft with chat.
Okay.
But yeah, let's hit us with the a would you rather here.
Okay. Would you rather the aliens that make first contact with us, this is just assuming this one day will happen, be robotic or organic? Now you can consider them a threat, you can consider them an ally, you can consider them whatever they want to be. It's open-ended. Robotic or organic?
Also, guys, is Preston's audio way out of sync with his video? I think it's for me. Okay, this is it. My preference for the aliens that come to Earth. That's what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would I ever want them to be robotic? Ever?
For some reason, I feel like robotic could be easier to fight.
Really, I feel the opposite. I feel the exact opposite. I think if it's robots,
I'm assuming
Rhyology says easy to hack. That's an interesting
easy to
thought.
hack. Yeah. Okay. Or even like to emotionally hack, right? We're the good guys and just convince them. Organic, they need things to sustain them, right? They might be coming to take all of our resources. Robots don't need much. Maybe they're just exploring.
That's true. Rhyology Boy makes a great point. As the old saying goes, you can't hack an alien.
As they say.
That's a great point for Rhyology Boy.
I think it's robotic. I'm a little scared of what an organic alien would be capable of.
But I just think you shoot it with bullets and you kill it.
Do you? Mm-hmm. You seen Independence Day? Those little effers are tough, man.
Well, so they had their bioskeleton shit.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You gotta pray it's the dumbass science aliens.
Oh my god. Were there one kryptonite is water?
Water.
Oh god.
Yeah, they really did their research on which planet to invade. Typical American answer. Just shoot it.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
But actually the low-key typical American answer is I'm gonna hack it and then make it do what I want to do.
I'm still in control of this. Mm-hmm. I haven't lost yet. Do you think if aliens came down and they were like entering into upper atmosphere, they would actually reach the ground before the nations of the world just launched missiles at them?
That's a good
like, would
question.
they actually make it to the ground?
I think probably no. I think if well, I mean, it depends. It depends on if they are able to like resist our defenses or not. I have a hard time. We're talking about Adrian. We're talking about would you rather the aliens that come to Earth be robots or organic? Mm-hmm. And now the question has changed a little bit. 1000% we def have Rajway says we have secret nukes in space. Yeah, I think that's probably true. We have some sort of like interstellar defense system that we don't really know about.
This just came up. I mean, like this with the falling Chinese rocket. I was having conversations with some people that were over at my house. Like, if we knew 100% knew with a 24-hour heads up that it was going to hit like New York City or like a very populous building, like does America reveal technology it has in space that's potentially hidden to destroy it on its way down, or do they just let it hit to keep everything?
That I don't want to get into. That's like too dark.
That is pretty dark. That is pretty dark.
Food
for thought for everybody at home.
I think to answer your previous question, though, I think we make a tremendous effort to make some sort of contact with the aliens before they get to that point, and then if they make no contact with us, I think we probably try to blow them out of the sky.
Probably treat it the same way you treat anything in like unauthorized airspace, which is attempt to hail them and then shoot them down.
The one where
Imitation Game.
Imitation Game, yeah.
Not quite though, Adrian.
But like, also, if you find this question interesting, I highly recommend that you watch the movie Arrival if you have not seen it.
Oh, love that. Oh, that's a great, yeah.
It does a really cool job of like asking what would it be like if aliens came and they weren't just obviously trying to blow us up, because I feel like that's a question that's not really answered very often in our alien and
movies. They usually come and then immediately start threatening people.
Well, since the Earth is donut shaped, they'll probably just escape through the space-time continuum. Great point by Walmart.
Interesting.
Great point by Walmart prices. The Earth is donut shaped.
As we all know.
You still need to see Arrival. You still need to see it. I worry about like overhyping it because I went with no expectations.
You're a massive Amy Adams fan, right?
I do adore Amy Adams. She is bae. That is factual. But honestly, it's just a great movie. Like, beyond it being Amy Adams, it really is a great movie. And it's not a very typical Amy Adams role at all, you know.
Yeah.
Best alien movie is District 9. Bobby, you can't say it until you've seen Arrival. I'm sorry. District 9
is good. Is very good, but
District 9 Arrival is good.
As someone who's seen both of them, Arrival is better.
I like Arrival better too. I also will say that like I recently rewatched District 9 and it doesn't hold up as well.
No, I think you remember the major chunks.
It's still
of
good,
plot.
But like, I feel like because so many people watch District 9 and were like, "What the hell is this movie? This movie looks weird and bad," and then it was like, it wasn't. So like the perception of Super District 9 of District 9 it's still good, but like I think the perception of it is bigger than if you like went back and rewatched it now. Yeah. That's how I felt.
Meanwhile, I thought Arrival was going to be terrible based on trailers and stuff. I was like, "There's no way this is going to be good." And then it turned out
I was. That's the thing. I was super hyped for Arrival and still fucking loved it. So, well, we have some people in chat here. Do we want to go ahead and get to drafting here? I think the winner in the drafted Discord, which if you are not in, but I think all of you that are at least participating in chat are in. But come join us if you're not. We asked for some suggestions on what to draft tonight with chat, and the one that seemed to get the best reaction was drafting SpongeBob characters to be Avengers, which is, I mean, I love it. I'm not a huge fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I feel surely we've touched on that. In the I know Preston is. Sure,
and we're still waiting to have that out, but I think if we do that on air, feelings are going to get hurt, and we should probably just.
No, listen. We can just do it right now. It's not an intense feeling I have. I'm just immensely burned out by it.
There's just too much happening.
Not even happening, but like just way too much happened. Like they did it too much for me. And I can understand why some people who like truly adore that shit are like super into it and just get psyched for basically every single Marvel movie that comes out, but I'm just not that guy. Like,
yeah.
Basically all I signed up for was after an AP exam my freshman year of high school, I went and saw Iron Man and thought it was really cool. And still like Iron Man, still think it's the best.
And then they made 24 more movies.
And then they made 3,000 movies, and then spoiler alert, big spoiler alert, if somehow you've not seen or are not aware of the plot of Endgame, but then fucking Iron Man dies, and I'm like, no, fuck that. And also, I don't really care about Captain America. I don't really give a shit about Thor.
You watched Lion King even though Mufasa dies. What's up with that? You're gonna write off the entire story just?
No, I know, but it's because of what I signed up for. Like, what I signed up for was a cool, funny Robert Downey Jr. superhero movie, and then they like try to get all fucking serious with it and kill him off and make it all sad and shit. And I guess it's not.
They do
not what
that
I got in the game for.
They do that after 130 hours of content.
I know, but
like they
earn
the tone shift that they do very late. They earn it through a lot of work because
I'm sure they do. Listen. I'm not here to criticize. I'm not here to say that was a bad choice by any means. I'm not here to say that. If you love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and lots of people do, okay, I'm clearly the minority here. I'm not trying to take that away from you by any means. All I'm saying is, like, the journey that the MCU went on is not what I got on board for. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying. You could still like me as a person, even though we disagree on this. But you clearly can't.
I've seen Black Panther. I liked Black Panther. I thought it was a little overhyped. It was very good, and it's cool for what it was.
Black Panther is not far and away the best MCU film, by the way.
It's
in the top. It's in the top half, but it's pretty close to the midpoint.
I can't say I haven't seen enough. I know that I like Iron Man more, and I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy more.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is probably
Twizzlers is garbage,
favorite,
Walmart.
Which is
so
kind of a hot take. So
Twizzlers are actual garbage. But yeah, I did kind of
disagree on a lot.
We do. That's why the podcast is good. If we agreed on everything, it would be really boring.
That's a good point.
We're like who's the clown fuck Tucker Carlson and
oh god,
when he was on CNN still and
Crossfire.
he had that show with the liberal guy. We're like
Crossfire.
We're those two guys.
Yeah,
so
except
the question
that show
is,
was like an actual cancer on society. So if we could not be that would be great.
Well, the question is, show off the jersey, Preston. KR Magic says. Let me get. I don't think any mods are here. Oh, Bobby D, can I get a shout out for KR Magic, please? Bobby, do you know how to do that? Biology Boy also here too.
But it is special edition Hawks logo. It's a Sun hoodie, so get you one. Get you one. Definitely a bigger Pacers fan. But,
thank you, Bobby.
But this was too cool to pass up.
But yeah, if you, a lot of people, you guys are going to know who KR Magic is. He's Keith Rayner, and he is extremely close to getting affiliate on Twitter. He's been doing some sports video game stuff. So even if you never watch a single one of his streams, what's up, Talaglassi? Just give him a follow, and he will be able to hit affiliate. So that's all I ask. You can follow, turn off notifications, but get my guy to affiliate. He supports the pod. He supports my stream when I'm not doing the pod, and he's just one of my best friends.
You said
we
on
love
Twitter,
him, so.
But you mean on Twitch, I think. So give him a follow on Twitch.
Did I say on Twitter?
Really,
I am on Twitch.
Do both, because Keith is a very funny guy. So
yeah, he's a recurring guest who's always really good on the show. So yeah, Zach, you really were not assigned the. Yeah, but sorry, I said Twitter. I meant Twitch. I clearly meant Twitch. Thank you for. Yeah, we're trying to get you there.
Twitter affiliate too. Wow.
Dang,
good for you.
I keep mixing up Twitter and Twitch. I thought he said Twitch. But yeah, I thought Black Panther was fine. I enjoyed it, but I was like, this isn't the. And I'm not the target audience. Like, I feel like what a lot of people said, made Black Panther cool is that, like, it puts a lot of people who don't look like me, front and center and tells their story when every single other MCU movie does tell a story.
But it would be really cool if the movie that chose to do that was also a good movie too.
I mean, it's good. I think it is good.
It's good.
It's fine, I just didn't think it was as amazing as everyone painted it out to be.
It could have been one of the best ones had they not just made some truly stupid mistakes.
Biology Boy says the only Black Panther flaw is the bad guy was right. He was, but like that's not really a flaw because he gets the hero to come around.
Yes, Killmonger is the most compelling villain I think of that entire phase, that kind of 8-year period. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm really forgetting somebody. Killmonger
This is amazing. Michael Thompson and KR are both we're in a dynasty football league together, and Michael Thompson is trying to negotiate a trade for him to
Live
follow
in chat.
KR.
Hey, KR, are you saying the final Black Panther fight scene is good or bad? Because I would argue it does not hold up to the rest of the movie and that it is quite bad.
What's the final fight
So
scene?
essentially, a lot of the stuff in the movie is a nice combo of practical and CGI, and then the final fight scene, they just go full CGI. It's when they're down on the train, and the train's coming by and disabling some of their suits half in and half out.
There's a train?
It is okay, but you can tell that like
I don't remember
neither
this at all.
actor was basically on set for this fight scene, which does not a good character moment.
This is just the 1v1. The soul fight is cool. It felt like something out of a James Bond movie. I thought like a Daniel
poorly
Craig James
executed
Bond
CGI.
movie.
Yes. Okay. So KR, I think agrees with me. It's confusing and ugly. Absolutely, KR. Yes.
Okay.
It kind of brings
remember
down the rest of the movie. Although the moment after that, where they're sitting on the cliff and Killmonger basically seppukus himself, is kind of makes up for it a little bit. So it's good. It's like in the top. It's like I said, it's in the top half of MCU, but it's not anywhere close to the top.
Yeah.
That needs to go watch the rest of them again, which I have done in the past 2 months. I've watched every single Marvel movie.
Yeah, Preston definitely mad into the Marvel. But so yeah, let's go ahead and with chat, huh? Let's get to this SpongeBob character draft. Oh, I need to do a little random.org here. I'm slipping. My game is falling apart here.
Movies should not mix CGI and backgrounds, and character models have to choose one. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so just do what they did and everything's going to be great, you know? Combination of CGI, practical, and miniatures and great costume design is going to make you a fantastic movie every time.
Yes, so Bobby says, I think that's a hot take. Most MCU people I know love Black Panther. I'd be curious to see where like it would rank in like, you know, like consensus rankings.
Rankings? Yeah, I can think of 6 off the top of my head that I would firmly put above it. Both Spider-Man movies, both Guardians movies. Obviously,
I never saw the second Spider-Man movie.
It's fantastic. I think it might be my favorite. That's not Infinity War Endgame.
Hey. Wow, Talaclassy, you've overset the boundary, sir. I guess we can ban Buttspot for the stream. That's fine.
Anyways, we could talk critical consensus with Black Panther top 6. Critical as in like movie reviewers, yeah, but they overrated it in my opinion, which I know is kind of a hot take, but
well, it seems KR is with you, and I would say that the two of you guys are like the biggest Marvel movie folks that I know, so
maybe.
Okay, well, do you guys want a draft order for our SpongeBob Avengers draft? Yes. Preston has the number 1 pick. I have the 2nd pick, and Chat has the 3rd pick. How many rounds do we want to do this? I mean, there aren't that many SpongeBob characters, you know? No,
I feel like teams of 3 is good.
And which I've done literally zero prep for this because I didn't feel like Chat would be able to prep for it. Which Avengers slots do we want to fill? I mean, we have to do Iron Man and Captain America.
Iron Man, right? Captain America, and Thor would be the 3 if you were going to have to fill 3. If we're going off MCU.
Okay. Can we do one more? Can we do like
Hulk?
Hulk. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's very masculine focused there, Presto. But I know there aren't really any like none of the female characters.
Not my fault.
Fit the same. Fit the same level. I know.
Blame them. Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk round out the original.
Also, Couch Baby, thanks for coming to hang. I know like you loathe Twitch, so I appreciate you being here. Couch Baby says, I think Black Panther is a good movie, but TBH, I think it's a lesser MCU movie because it doesn't feel like it plays into so much of the overall structure compared to some others. I think that's a pretty valid one. It feels very much like a standalone movie in a lot of ways. Definitely the top 10, but not
all of my favorite
5.
ones. A lot of my favorite ones don't play into the overall structure. Guardians 2, I love. Iron Man 3, I love, and the second Spider-Man, I love. And none of those have like universe-shaping shit going on. So I don't know. I think that's probably fair. But yes, Guardians 2, very good. Go watch it again.
I liked it a lot the first time. I have not rewatched it. I do remember liking it more than I expected to. So we're seeing in chat. I'm seeing in chat Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk. For the original top 6. I don't know if we have enough to go for a full 6. Are there 18 SpongeBob characters we can draft? Chat? That's my concern. I wouldn't mind having Black Widow and Hawkeye in there. I just would be worried about there being 18 characters for us to pick. I mean, you'd have to
tag people in chat because I want to aggressively go after one of these people.
Yeah, you can. You can also reply directly. Yeah, 18 is too many, right? So if we fill 6 slots, we have to take 18 people. So I think keeping it to 4 it seems right. And Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Hulk seem like the right 4 to me.
Squidward and Handsome Squidward are different characters. Absolutely.
Handsome Squidward is actually not in my SpongeBob canon.
Interesting.
Is it worth reading this, Biology Boy? This is an extremely long post, and I'm sure it's copy pasta. He says, you know that they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Buttspot, and you can see the statement is simply not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best me. I think there's an extra me in there. At best. Then you add dap sauce to the mix, and your chances of winning drastically go down. See, Tallahassee, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm glad I read the whole thing, I guess. Well, so Preston, I think we're all agreed. As Preston's being distracted by arguing with Couch Baby in chat now, but are we all agreed that we're? It's fine. That's why we do this format of the show. Are we all agreed with drafting for Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk slots with SpongeBob characters? I feel like even 12 might be a bit of a stretch for SpongeBob characters, but there are definitely 12 SpongeBob characters with recurring speaking line roles. So
who is Couch Baby? What's his name, address, and social security number?
Couch Baby is a she. I won't out her if she doesn't want to be outed.
I know that was a joke. But
I nearly did, but I caught myself. Okay.
KR's gonna come to my defense here in the chat. So I'm gonna mentally move on though. Into what we're doing. I apologize.
Okay. Well, hey, Preston, what are you drinking tonight, my friend?
I am drinking a peach beer, the same one that if you listen to the pod duped me into thinking it was from
the Georgia one,
Georgia brewery. And you can see on screen it says Georgia Peach right there. Like,
it's a damn shame.
That's got to be some sort of false advertising suit that's available because it's from Massachusetts. But it is delicious, so I'm still drinking it because it's very good.
And I am drinking. I'm trying to get rid of some whole milk that expires in my fridge tomorrow. So I'm drinking a White Russian actually. And unfortunately I don't have enough vodka to have any more after this. So I'm gonna have to change to a beer real quick. But chat, what are y'all drinking? Anyone have anything?
White Russian's
anything good?
A great choice.
You can't. I know lots of our guests bullshit around this. Laxro's got a Yingling. What's the F? It's not expired. It expires tomorrow. So I'm trying to drink it down. It's really good. White Russians are good. It had been years since I've had one. Cherry sparkling water for Pikel Thompson.
Cherry, interesting.
How is it, Pikel?
Yeah, I'm a sparkling water connoisseur.
Chug it on. I mean, I'm chug the whole milk on stream. I'm not gonna do that unless I get a crazy donation or something.
Right. Put your money where your mouth is, people.
That's the brand. Oh, bubbly.
It really is wild.
To chug whole milk, I think would have to be at least $20. Also, I mean, it's not that much whole milk. I don't want to false advertise. It's not like a half gallon of it.
It really is wild how much people can tell me
420 would not
that...
be enough. I would love a 420 donation, but that would not be enough to get me to chug whole. I hate whole milk. I drink skim milk. That's my normal skim. That's my normal milk experience. San Pellegrino Aranciata Rosa, with Ology vodka, lips pinky, SpongeBob reference. When in doubt, pinky out. Chug it the day after
Pinky's
tomorrow.
Out, people.
Pinky's out indeed. I'll trade you 1/20th of a chance for a future fourth. No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Well, Preston, it looks like we've all announced what we're drinking. We know what we're drafting.
Yes.
So we did that out of order. But you have the first pick, so who are you taking?
Yeah, I think it's kind of obvious. I mean, I'm going to take the most combat savvy of, I think.
Why don't order Starbucks? Come on.
I'm gonna go Sandy Cheeks first overall.
Yeah, that's
just the most combat savvy. That seems right to me. And I don't want to overthink it, which is something I'm learning. And I'm sure old listeners of the pod can follow my development across this time. Of like, I'm trying not to like get too much in my own head.
Yeah, karate. Sandy Cheeks, a master of karate. She's really the only badass in pretty much all of Bikini Bottom, so she feels like the pretty obvious, the obvious choice here. Do you have any idea like what role she's gonna fill?
Probably Cap, because hand-to-hand combat, no superpowers really. Mm-hmm. So probably Cap, and seems to be very pure of heart. So that's what we're going for.
Okay, so what I want to ask is like how off the beaten path can we go with characters? Like, can I take Dawn the Whale?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at the Wikipedia list.
Yeah, I don't have a list pulled up at all. So I'm really, if I don't lose this draft, it'll be embarrassing for everyone else involved because I'm not even pulling up a list. I think I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, it's cheating to take like young Mermaid Man, right?
Young Mermaid Man, I would say that's a bit too far. You can take old Mermaid Man.
Yeah.
Mermaid Man for Cap. Cap's Mermaid Man's a little past his prime. Mermaid Man for old Cap.
He's definitely
Mermaid
past his prime.
Mermaid Man for old Steve Rogers.
he's definitely past his prime. But I mean he's one of the very few characters that actually does have superpowers in SpongeBob, as like whittled down and dying as they are. So I think I'm gonna take Mermaid Man, and he's probably my Captain America or my Iron Man, one of the two.
I think he's the Iron Man because he comes with the invisible car, right? Which is a very Iron Man.
Yeah, if I get the invisible car, that's huge for me. Really huge for me. So yeah, I'm taking Mermaid Man. I don't love it. I think most SpongeBob characters are gonna be pretty bad Avengers, if I'm being honest with you. But we're
getting creative here.
I'm trying to do the best that I can. Yeah, okay, chat. Now you got to come to some sort of consensus, okay? Now it'll be interesting to see like who rises, who becomes a de facto leader of chat, who is like willing to acquiesce and be one of the rank and file members of chat. I'm really intrigued as like an observer of human nature.
This is a social experiment. Yeah. This is what would you do with John Quinones?
Ooh, the Flying Dutchman.
The boat?
Realty Chris says
the
Larry.
Guy. Wait, is the Flying Dutchman the boat or the guy?
He is the man. I mean, it's based on the boat, the Flying Dutchman.
But he's the man.
Yeah, he's the ghost.
Can we take SpongeBob villains? I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Good luck with them acquiescing to an Avengers team, though.
I really don't think you want villains as your on your Avengers team. And the Flying Dutchman is like he's like. I think he would be middle of the road enough, like to work on an Avengers team. He's clearly a villain sometimes and clearly a good guy sometimes.
Yeah. By the way, how many are we drafting? 3 or 4?
We're 4. The Hoff. If any of you take a character from the SpongeBob,
great choice.
If any of you take a character from the SpongeBob movie, you're dead to me. I'll say that much. Because the SpongeBob movie is not good. I'm sorry, it's bad.
I've never seen it.
Even the first one, which people want to remember as good, but is not. Like
I've heard they have a post-credit scene connecting it back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
They do, yeah.
Where like Thanos shows up.
It's the Hoff and SpongeBob and Patrick eating some obscure
shawarma
Mid-Eastern dish at a thing. Yeah, Dutchman does have legit superpowers. He's also a bit of an asshole, which actually may be kind of fitting for Iron Man if we're being honest. Spending my donations, my money, and it will be appreciated elsewhere. That's bullshit, Adrian. You've never donated or given money, to my knowledge.
Ooh, called out.
So no, I mean that's fine, but don't come in here with acting like you got big balls when you have regular sized balls.
He probably donated money to me back in like 2008 or something because I needed a ride somewhere.
That's totally fair.
What he's thinking of.
That's totally fair.
Squilliam Fancy Son.
Squilliam Fancy Son. Okay, so it seems like Flying Dutchman is going to be chat's number 1 pick. Now remember, you guys
forever hold your peace.
You guys do have a second pick. So I'm penciling in Flying Dutchman. For some reason I wrote Flyman instead of Flying Dutchman.
We're basically going with like the first pick to get seconded here.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, I felt like I saw a few people saying that they liked Flying Dutchman as a pick.
Yeah.
King Neptune? Oh fuck! I hard forgot about King Neptune.
I was hoping he'd fall back to me. I was hoping he'd come all the way back to me.
Yeah,
I was going to take him for my Thor archetype.
Back to the movie though. I feel like the movie is exactly where I was thinking the same thing, Bobby, with my pick. But I feel like the movie is the marker very much where SpongeBob dives off a cliff and is no longer good. They within the movie they lose the charm of what makes the characters great, and that is like for me like the jumping of the shark moment is the SpongeBob movie. So
damn,
that's how I feel.
Well, that's a convenient point, I guess, for me. Dang,
yeah. Okay. King Neptune. It seems a pretty quick consensus on King Neptune. Who I think it was Laxbro D had the shout on King Neptune. I mean he's a literal god. So yeah, he's great for the Thor role.
Makes a lot of
Preston
sense.
Had him lined up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say a pretty overwhelming start for chat. Taking the Flying Dutchman and King Neptune with their first two picks. I feel like those are probably actually those are actually the best two picks. Someone said Larry. I'm trying to remember if Larry wins. Well, he doesn't win because Sandy wins the anchor throwing contest.
Correct.
And Muscle Bob Buff Pants. I'm trying to remember whether Don the Whale or Larry the Lobster are above him before that.
I'm pretty sure Larry is like third.
Does he finish third? Oh my god, my computer wants to restart. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remind me later on that one, dog.
Not now.
So I feel like you're not gonna take both those guys anyway. So I actually am gonna take Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs was in the Navy. In the Navy, in the Navy, his nickname, I believe, were old Iron Abs Krabs. And as we know, his claws ain't just for attracting mates. So he's down to wrestle and tussle. And as Bobby pointed out, he's as far as we can tell, the richest man in Bikini Bottom. Now he's a penny pincher. He's a big penny pincher. But I think for something cool, he's willing to throw down the money. We see him in the episode where he becomes obsessed with the board game that they're all playing, that he and then he goes out and gets a real ship and all that shit. He bought that, he plunked the money down. So if he's on and with Mrs. Puff as well, so we know when he's passionate about something, he isn't as tight fisted with the money as he usually is. I think he's the financier of the project, and for that reason, I think he's probably my. Oh, true. That actually that is well. Okay, here's the thing, Bobby. I think Squilliam clearly flaunts the wealth more than anyone else, but I think Mr. Krabs. I think he's just a more humble guy and more of a penny pincher type. But I think as far as we know, he's bathing in the Benjamins at the very least. So I'm taking Mr. Krabs as my Iron Man slot.
Can I take the Alaskan bullworm?
I
have Sandy who can wrangle it in, right?
No, because she can't. She can't. Do you not remember how this episode goes? She thinks she can.
I don't.
She cannot. So the whole thing is, she thinks she beats up the Alaskan bullworm, and then she realizes the thing that she struggled so mightily with was the tongue of the Alaskan bullworm. And then the actual Alaskan bullworm proves to be an unsavable mess until they are able to ride itself off of a cliff. But then unfortunately it lands on Bikini Bottom because all the citizens of Bikini Bottom decided to
move Bikini Bottom.
Take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else.
And push it somewhere else. Yeah.
But even that did not kill the Alaskan bullworm. He still is alive enough to say
I still want him
at the end.
I still want him. Just because he's going to be the last man standing.
Okay. This seems like a Hulk slot pick, if anything. Yes, I think it's a horrible pick. I can't see any way in which putting the Alaskan bullworm on a team with other in any way works out the way you want it to.
It's gonna work. If anybody can get it under control, it's Sandy.
No, Sandy provably couldn't do it. Sandy demonstrated that she couldn't even get close. Hey, Lila. I'm sure he's your thing. I'm trying to remember that can be interpreted a lot of different ways, actually, Biology Boy. I have a new command in chat that's actually a reference to the Alaskan bullworm, but I can't remember what it is. I wish my sister Sprazen were here because she created it.
Okay. I am going to take Squilliam Fancy Sun for my Iron Man pick.
Okay.
Just to be very wealthy. And I do think, based on the information we have at our disposal, is probably wealthier than Mr. Krabs.
There it is. Oh, it's just Alaskan bullworm. Okay. I buy that. I also think Squilliam is way more of an asshole than Mr. Krabs, which maybe is, I guess, a little fitting for Iron Man, but...
A little bit.
I also think the Alaskan bullworm is, like, going to eat Squilliam so fast.
Well, Alaskan bullworm's going to eat everybody, but I win.
Yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
Only thing left. Yeah. It's going to eat everything you guys have coming at it, too. So, listen, just pure chaos.
All right. Fair enough. Now I'm trying to remember what Thor and Hulk. Let's see. I'll go ahead and take Larry now. I feel like Larry is the most Hulk character just because he's big and strong and swole. And Larry's a nice guy. He's a lifeguard, so he does have some like hero saving abilities. Sprazen, it's fine. We're just glad that they're here now, okay? But hello, Sprazen. Happy birthday eve to Sprazen. Her birthday is tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm taking Larry, and that just feels like a pretty obvious selection for me, if I'm being honest.
Do you know, this is probably a more recent episode, Lord Royal Highness?
No.
Voiced by David Bowie.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that a little later. Anyways. There are a lot of very interesting guest stars on the show. Johnny Depp, Patton Oswalt, David Bowie, John Rhys Davies, frickin' Gimli, Mark Hamill, Alton Brown.
These all must be like much later than when I was watching.
Yeah, I think so too, because I feel like I would have known that. Although I recognize Patton Oswalt's voice as I think the Fry Cook. Yeah. Anyways.
Wait, which Fry Cook?
Let me see here. Jim is the Krusty Krab's original fry cook, as revealed in The Original Fry Cook. His cooking is legendary throughout Bikini Bottom.
No, never saw that episode. Oh yeah, chat pick with 2 picks. you can't go Jarvis, although Karen as Jarvis is fucking genius. But we have to fill Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Hulk.
I will say, but why, if you get Plankton as Iron Man, do you not get Karen as Jarvis? No,
they're separate characters.
I guess so. Is Karen going to work with anybody else, though?
you can't get both. Karen, how dare you remove Karen's agency like that, Rylogy boy? How absolutely dare you?
Interesting. That is a great it's a great idea, though.
You can't take both. Again, this is an affront. It doesn't matter that Plankton invented her. She is an AI who thinks for herself.
This is a mutiny.
This is unbelievable.
This is straight up mutiny.
Wait, Jack, who has the bad take?
He's probably talking about one of our MCU takes from
a half hour ago. Plankton does not come with Karen.
Does that make Karen Vision? I mean, eventually.
I will not allow this.
Presumably, yes.
I will not stand for this.
Do we need to investigate the rights of machines?
Thank you, Real T, Chris. All right, this is an insult to Karen, frankly. And I have to say, Rhyology Boy is not even a sponge. Not to like throw Rhyology Boy under the bus here, but
I do think like
Rhyology Boy is not a SpongeBob, connoisseur by any means.
Karen does show more agency than like a general companion. Like she participates in
She's
the
his
plot.
wife. She's his wife. They have an actual relationship where she criticizes Plankton, etc.
Yeah, okay, I've changed my mind. I don't think that's Spongehead. I don't think you can take them both.
You can't take both. I mean, you could draft both individually, but you can't take them. You can't take them in one fell swoop. They are not two people in the same slot. It's raising here. I also have. I can't use Pearl. Pearl's a decent shout. Also, if any of you use Better Twitch TV, there's a whole load of SpongeBob emotes in there you guys can use. What is this? Her? I'm with Teleclassy on this. Jack, so Larry the Lobster was picked, I think, right before you came in here. The pick so far, Preston has Sandy Cheeks, the Alaskan Bullworm, and Squilliam Fancy Sun. I have Mermaid Man, Mr. Krabs, Larry, and then chat has the Flying Dutchman and King Neptune. And now it looks like they're leaning Plankton here. The brothers Rhyology Boy and Teleclassy, who I think may be the least SpongeBob literate of the entire chat. Bobby says Doodle Bob. Laxbro says Plankton. Laxbro I know is a definitive source on SpongeBob. So we're going to fill you in for Plankton as your third pick. And it seems that he is going to be your... Yeah, Dom, were you not a SpongeBob person? So, chat, you have Flying Dutchman, King Neptune, and Plankton. Remember, you have to fill the role specifically Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, and Thor. So you have one pick left to fill out one of those slots. I've seen a shot for Doodle Bob.
I have such a fantastic pick when that comes back to me. Nobody's going to think of this.
That's a great ad spray.
I will not accept it, but it will be great content for the show.
Your last pick?
Yeah, you will not accept it.
What a teaser.
I know. So, has chat figured this out yet?
They did. Well, so they had the Justice League of...
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, it is truly one of the greatest.
Captain Magma misappeared in the Quickster. Yes, Handsome Jack, I think you are right. They had their own Avengers, so just draft those people.
Captain Magma. Yeah, I think you can't do that because the only Captain Magma we see are like all posers, Squidward and SpongeBob and Patrick. The Elastic Waistband. There you go. There's a SpongeBob. Better Twitch TV emote. So I feel like you guys like Dutchman's probably the Thor role, I would think. Neptune is Neptune Thor? Plankton is your Iron Man, so is Flying Dutchman your Hulk? I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I love that or not. That fit. But it looks like they're going SpongeBob. Yeah, every villain is Lemons are the bad guys. Jellyfish Mothership. Kevin. Neptune is Thor, okay. But who's Dutchman? The Dutchman is Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rhyology always says Dutchman is Captain America. No, that
makes no sense.
It makes no sense, Rhyology Boy.
Dutchman is the Captain America of the ocean. Am I wrong?
He says Dutchman is the Captain America. Yeah, sorry.
Dutchman is definitely Hulk. SpongeBob is Cap. SpongeBob makes a great Cap. Dutchman could be Cap.
Krabs has been picked. We weren't filling a Nick Fury role, unfortunately, Handsome Jack. We were just doing 4 characters specifically.
Nick Fury is going to be Patty the Pirate.
I'm putting in SpongeBob for your pick, and then you guys can deliberate on who you want to be in which role. But you guys take Sponge as your final pick. I think that's a good pick. I think getting SpongeBob, he has the stretchy qualities. Like SpongeBob actually has superpowers, basically.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is strong. I was hoping to get him as my last pick. So what do I have? I have Mermaid Man, who is my Captain America. Mr. Krabs, who's my Iron Man. Larry, who's my Hulk. So I need a Captain America as well. Who can I have as my Captain America? I'm like fresh out of SpongeBob characters in my head.
I think I should note that my Captain America is the only one that is actually from the United States of America. So pretty good.
Well, Sandy's from the United States of America.
That's my Cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Let's at this point I'm going to make my own roster with Blackjack and hookers. I don't know what that's a reference to, Handsome Jack. Who is the hot man who enjoys Futurama?
Something tells me it's Brazen and Handsome Jack. No,
that's a Futurama reference, sorry. The ocean's no place for a squirrel. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna for the first time tonight look at a list of SpongeBob characters.
Wow, you've been doing this off the dome?
Yeah, entirely off the dome.
Good for you.
I
Can you tell
don't.
me who I
Yeah, go
have
ahead.
so I can be thinking?
Yeah, you have Sandy, the Alaskan bullworm,
Who's my Hulk?
and Squilliam.
Who's my Iron Man? Okay, cool.
And I need a Captain America. I mean, there's just not really a Captain America left, if we're being honest.
Squidward would be the best captain of the remaining characters. What?
Who says that?
Lila.
Lila did. I just can't. I can't see it for Squidward Lila. If I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest.
I'm assuming
I
whoever.
think, honestly, I think I have to go Bubble. Oh my God, I'm blanking on Mermaid Man. Barnacle Boy.
Bubble Buddy? Oh, Barnacle Boy.
Oh, Bubble Buddy. Oh my God, Bubble Buddy. Is Bubble Buddy an eligible pick?
No?
Is Bubble Buddy an eligible pick?
Did I just ruin my own team?
Whoa! Yeah, I was thinking Gary, if I'm being honest. I was thinking Gary. Laxbro.
Bubble Buddy seems vulnerable.
Laxbro says I could use a graphic of the teams. You want to whip that up real quick, Presto?
Yeah, real quick. I'll just give me 60 seconds. Get out of here. Out of here.
Barnacle Man. Yeah, I'm an adult-sized Krabs Patty. And then he can't finish the whole thing, if you remember. I think I'm going to go Bubble Buddy, mostly for the lulz. Bubble Buddy seems to have some sort of superhuman power, too. And I feel like his ceiling is probably higher than Barnacle Boy's at this point.
Maybe. I'm assuming whoever was calling me out for my MCU takes has left to go watch the video I posted in the chat. So I'm just
maybe.
happy to know.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in chat.
I haven't posted in quite a while. Okay. So it's me to close out, right?
Yeah, this is the last pick.
All right. This pick just comes down to will you let me do it?
Okay.
I want to take primitive Gary. Like prehistoric Gary, where Gary's like the size of a building.
Smitty, Warbin, Jaegerman Jensen would have been a deep pull. What do you say, chat? Do we think we let Preston take
Primitive Gary?
Bunny Butt committed first degree murder.
He's huge.
Nice
He's the
thank you.
size. He's the size of SpongeBob's pineapple house, and he only appears on screen for about 16 seconds. It looks like.
60 seconds.
No.
Handsome Jack says the immediate no.
All right.
Meh from Domka.
Meh. Okay. All right.
I like this, you guys. This is what he tries every episode, though. Every single time. So he's saying on Bobby.
I do not try
no.
this every episode. Get the hell out of here.
At least 3 times an episode. We always have to cut him out. Talaglassi says he doesn't like these alternate characters. Basically, everyone is saying no except Lila, who says I don't care. I also say no for the record. So.
Okay, then I will pick somebody else.
Talaglassi says otherwise we would have taken Handsome Squidward long ago. Mama Krabs! Mama Krabs! What spot are you picking for here?
It's got to be Thor.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm doing some quick Googling.
He's had how long, chat, between
This
picks?
is the last pick, right? So I can actually think out loud. I was thinking
Yeah.
about Prince Triton for Thor because that seems to match up with the character super well. Because he's like a god prince, which is what Thor is. So
Wait. Who are you taking for Thor?
Prince Triton, I'm thinking about.
Who the hell is Prince Triton? Is that different
It's
than
Triton's
King Neptune?
son. Or it's Neptune's son.
I have
Neptune's
no idea.
son.
I thought Neptune had a daughter.
Did someone take Doodlebob?
No one's taking Doodlebob.
All right, I'm taking Doodlebob.
Doodlebob?
Yes. And I may have to move some people around.
Okay, so the final teams after 4 rounds of drafting, Preston has Sandy Cheeks, the Alaskan Bullworm, Squilliam Fancy Sun, and Doodlebob. Mahoy Manoy. I have Mermaid Man, Mr. Krabs, Larry, and Bubble Buddy. And then chat has the Flying Dutchman, King Neptune, Plankton, and SpongeBob. I feel like chat wiped our ass with that one, Preston.
Yeah, I think so too.
I didn't even think of the Dutchman
They will never be
and
able
Neptune.
to fully kill me. They can keep me at bay, but I will always be around.
I don't know. I think Neptune or the Dutchman could probably kill the Alaskan bull.
Preston's suggesting that Sandy is Thor. That would make Doodlebob Cap, I think, which is a problem for me. This is a chaotic draft.
Yeah,
yes,
Doodlebob is not a Captain America. Very chaotic, Sue.
Doodlebob, I'll put as Thor. I feel like
here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Flying Dutchman. Also, I don't think the goal is necessarily like for our Avengers to all fight to the death. We're just like trying to amass the best Avengers. But
yes,
to explore on that, even if Flying Dutchman and Neptune can't kill the Alaskan bullworm, which I believe that they would be able to, Flying Dutchman can just send it into his dimension of emptiness and just rid the world of it forever, and then it problem is solved.
Probably, yes. But Doodlebob will be very annoying.
Yeah,
very.
Yeah,
annoying.
he will. That's true.
That seems to be his superpower, is just pestering.
The perfume department. Yeah, Bobby knows. So don't be hating on my merman pick, okay? There were very few actually good picks from a SpongeBob
I stand
universe.
by that Mermaid Man is Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame, where he's super old.
I never saw it, so
nobody would pick him on his team. Man, you're shitting on Endgame, haven't even seen it. Get out of here.
No, I never shat on Endgame. I never did.
You shat on a plot that takes place in Endgame.
No, I didn't. I didn't shit on it. All I said, listen, this is like saying, to me, it's the same as saying, I don't watch scary movies because I don't enjoy being scared. Okay? Or like, if I go into a movie and I expect it to be scary and it's scary, I'd be like, well, I didn't really sign up for this movie to be scary. So it's not for me. All I'm saying is my connection, my foray into the Marvel Cinematic Universe was basically only to go see this cool Iron Man movie in high school. And it was cool and I liked it. I didn't sign up for like years long worth of commitment to an entire story and then to have like sad shit happen. It's not what I signed up for. That's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on it as a creative choice by any means. Like I said, I know people fucking love that shit, and I am all the happier for you.
The reason it's weird to have this conversation with me is because I enjoy watching all superhero movies. I like the bad ones, I like the good ones, and I like the ones that come anywhere in between. It is probably my favorite genre of thing. So I watch it all. And I like it mostly all. I can forgive when movies are bad because they're superhero movies. So that's why it's probably like I'm not.
So wait, so you like the what's his name Hulk, the Hulk with Edward Norton?
I enjoyed watching it because I watched it with friends.
Nice job.
And it was awful. It was so bad that I liked watching Green Lantern because I watched it with friends. I don't think there are a couple superhero movies that I would say are like forgettable, but the good part about superhero movies is that even the terrible ones are usually hilarious if you watch them with the right group of people. We watched Spider-Man 3 in college all the time, and it was so much fun. That movie sucks so hard, but it was great.
I actually never saw the Eric Bana Hulk movie. Does Mark Ruffalo have a standalone Hulk movie?
No.
I didn't think so. That's kind of odd, no? Is it just because they made too many other Hulk movies that were garbage, and they're like, well, we can't do it?
Yeah, and they wanted to finish out the character arcs of the original Avengers by the time they got to Endgame, so they didn't really have time to fit him into a solo flick. He's in Ragnarok like most of the time, and that's kind of a Hulk movie ish, not really, but
Hulk and Thor.
Yes, it's a buddy comedy space opera type thingy. Do people still make Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Wow, I never would have been able to get.
They brought it, KR. They brought it back.
They did bring it back with Jonah. Jonah Ray. Is that what's his name? I can't remember his name.
I think so, because I used to watch. I used to watch some like really old ones. MST3K. I used to watch those in college too. Ragnarok is one of the best Marvel movies. This is correct. Ragnarok, I think, is like clearly top 3. I have
heard Ragnarok is very good. It's one of the ones I've not seen. Biology Boy says Mark Ruffalo Hulk is too hot for a PG-13 rating. that could be fair. That could be very fair.
I still think there's a way to probably do a solo Hulk movie, but it would be pretty tough.
I have to say I am shocked that Sprazen would agree vehemently with something that handsome Jack would say. I could never have predicted that those two would agree.
This is like technically canon in the MCU. Oh, that Edward Norton was Hulk? They try and like write that out of existence, and they wasted such a really good villain on that movie, and like it was just awful.
I don't remember anything about it other than it being really bad.
It was terrible, but it's fun to watch just because it's so weird. I would say the first Thor is one of those where it's really bad, but it's not so bad that it's fun to watch. It's incredibly forgettable. That's why it's like near the bottom on my list. I would put the really bad ones higher on the list because I would say if you sit down to watch this movie, you will have a better time because of how completely bonkers it is.
I'm gonna
because he's hard to work with. I don't doubt that at all. I've heard that's true too.
Okay, what are some things we can draft?
It's a regular circle, more like a freaky circle.
Here, can I do a poll? I feel like I try to do polls and they never work.
KR, you are correct. God, man, Ragnarok is so good. Like I said, I just watched all of these in the last 2 months, and I watched all the X-Men too. Actually, I only have a couple left to watch with my fiance. Ragnarok is probably top 3. There are some rumors that we may get the Abomination back in Phase 4. I hope so. Dom Caffris. I hope we
Dom Caffriz.
Dom Caffriz. I hope we do get Abomination back. I wouldn't even mind if it's the same general. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if it was the secretary guy. Like I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways they could do it.
Tier list.
The X-Men franchise has some true clunkers. Yes, it does.
We would have to. I think we'd have to have been prepared ahead of time for a tier list. That because it takes a lot. You have to have all the pictures and stuff pre in there. I'm pretty sure.
It's preloaded online. People do it all the time. X-Men franchise has some true clunkers. We watched X-Men: The Last Stand tonight because we're completionists. We watch all of them. It was not very good. I watched it back when it came out when I was in middle school or high school, and
I thought so. I feel like it just doesn't work for me when I'm modding sometimes.
Not very good.
KR, we'll do a tier list or two for the next live show. How about that? When I can set up for.
Yeah, I bet you we can find one preloaded, but I don't want you to have to change what you've.
Yeah, I would have to have it integrated into my layout.
Yeah, because I found one online that has all of the images already preloaded in there. And maybe that's something we have KR on to do with us at some point.
Presidents for WrestleMania. Wow, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
Ooh, interesting. We might save that for an actual app.
yeah. That one actually might be too good, to be honest. There's also a clear number 1 pick there, right? Maybe not.
Presidents for clear number 1 pick. I mean, WrestleMania is entertainment value, right? So you're going Taft number 1. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I mean, one president famously was a wrestler, so.
This is a good point. A lot of former athletes.
That's true. And with the entertainment value, there are some more rotund figures that I think you could maybe argue or would be more entertaining as wrestling characters than a guy who can actually wrestle.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dan, I have to address this. Tyler Classy says X2 is my favorite Marvel movie. I just watched it yesterday. No joke, yesterday, because we're going through all of them. I would invite you to go watch it again because I was very similarly on it. I was telling my fiance Lauren, I was like, this movie has some scenes in it that I've remembered since I was a little kid. I love this movie so much, and it's good, but it's not great. It's yeah. If it was in the MCU, it would be slightly above middle. But actually, it'd be probably about at middle. The scene in the beginning with the White House and Nightcrawler is still S tier stuff.
All right, I'm gonna
with the busted German accent.
I'm gonna do a poll for what should we draft next.
Okay.
So Preston, entertain the people. Here, help me decide what we should put in the poll. The things that I have as mini draft ideas are stone fruit, light beers, curse words is pretty good. I have here light switch positions. I don't know how deep we can get with that.
Wow.
Berries, and we did letters. American video game IPs to start a movie studio.
That.
Okay, we'll put that in the poll.
A Muppets related draft. KR, Muppets we've been holding as a great content pool to choose from for characters. Halle Berry never wore a good wig in the entire X-Men franchise. Correct.
Damn.
You are right.
Who said that?
Bobby. You are correct. That's part of the charm of the old, the first 3 X-Men movies from 2000, 2003, 2006.
Chris Words.
KR says my wife refuses to
Stone
watch
for
Logan. Logan is a tough superhero movie to watch if somebody isn't super into superhero movies. It's pretty tough. Like, it's hard to pitch them on why it will be good to sit down and watch it and not watch something else. Halle Berry's in the MCU and DC universe. Catwoman and Storm. I've erased Catwoman from my mind. Also, Ryan Reynolds is in the MCU and DC universe, and Michael B. Jordan is in the Marvel universe twice as Human Torch in a movie that everybody would rather forget about, and Killmonger.
Killmonger?
Okay, KR. KR just put the best ever line in a superhero movie in the chat. I was watching it last night, and I had this moment where I looked at my fiance, and I was like, "Get ready, here it comes." And then Storm says it, and she looks over at me, and she gives me that look like, you have a problem. She's like, I don't understand. Logan is just a good movie. Yes, it is, but tough to get somebody to sit down and watch it and convince them that it is a good movie.
My God, my chat is just operating unfunctionally slow. I'm trying to respond. Hanson Jack says, "What are stone fruit?" And I tried to say, "Fruit you eat when you're stoned," and add him. So yeah, stone fruit is anything with a pit in it, essentially. Peaches, plums. Cherries, as Rology Boy said.
Logan is a good movie regardless of being
Nectarine.
a movie. This is true.
So
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, also just
really,
a good movie. Doesn't even need Spider-Man. It's just so good. I don't put those in the... I mean, I think nobody would really include Logan or Spider-Verse like in their MCU tier list, but maybe when we eventually do something like that.
Can I vote in the poll?
But I wanted to do an MCU tier list on stream, but it'd be weird to come on Daniel's stream and do a tier list of stuff that he's never seen before nor has a whole lot of interest in. So I just feel bad like co-opting his stream for my own purposes, but like maybe I'll just do it and then tweet it out and you guys can all just like yell at me.
Oh. No, we should do some tiering. We'll have that set up for the next live show whenever that happens.
Okay.
But yeah, get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. And Preston, in the meantime, why don't you hit us with another Would You Rather?
I will.
Yeah, the poll should be at the top. Also, if you guys, anytime you use emotes, they should populate on screen, which is fun. So don't be
shy.
Don't be thrifty with the emotes.
Trigger lazy.
Yeah.
Okay, another Would You Rather. This I find interesting, but this might be a quick answer for both of us. Would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green or never have to stand in line again? Both lifetime effects. This essentially comes down to, like, would you rather sit in traffic or stand in line is basically like what the question turns into here.
I did not say that they're doing a Kingsman prequel. I don't know how on board with that I am, considering how much I hated the sequel.
It was not very good.
All right, we're doing video games for movies. The question was, would you rather have every light be green or never have to stand in line? And I feel like the answer is line.
Yes. I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, people are saying green lights, like, pretty unanimously.
It's a theme park game changer. Absolutely, Rhyology. You are going to enjoy the rest of your life. Although, like, more practically speaking, do you spend more time in queues or lines than you do at red lights? Like, what do you spend more time doing, you think?
Yeah, the whole world takes without lines. I agree. I totally agree. I think you get rid of standing in line. I don't know. Like, I feel like even if I spend more time in a practicality at red lights than I do standing in lines, like, the time standing in a line is always more aggravating. So I think like aggravation is just so much stronger standing in line than sitting at a red light for a couple minutes at a time.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think I would pretty easily choose never standing in a line. KR also said that he has a Would You Rather, which I'd like to hear if we can get to it real quick.
Yes. KR, hit that in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it seemed like early people were saying they'd rather skip the lights, but now it seems chat is overwhelming in favor of the. Yeah, I totally with you, KR. At lights, you are so comfortable. Also, I saw that the argument for no red lights is that you can use your phone in lines. I mean, you can use your phone pretty safely at a red light as well. Not that I encourage that.
Yeah, and be like, well, you can be like listening to stuff on speakers. Like you have
you're sitting in a seat in air conditioning at.
Yes.
You know.
Stu says you can listen
to podcasts. We know a pretty good one around here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That we highly recommend.
In general have changed the way I feel about driving in the car. Like, I used to be like, 20 minutes to get to the restaurant, that sucks. And now I'm like, an hour and a half is just like one episode of one of my favorite shows. I'm good. So I'm thankful for that.
Would you rather every song in existence is performed by Pitbull or every song in existence is covers of Pitbull songs? Definitely covers of Pitbull songs. They're like, I think that's pretty easy, actually. No, it's easy. It's easy. Like, every song Pitbull, every cover Pitbull does is going to sound exactly the same, as we've seen with every song he makes. But like, there are people that do really cool, sick covers of songs that make them totally unrecognizable to their original song.
Correct.
So that's a pretty easy one. Easy
covers. I hate it, but yes, I think covers is the way to go for Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
That is really a great would you rather, though.
Yes. Because it immediately made me want to pick neither of the two options, which is the sign of a good one.
I mean, it's. I feel like if you say Pitbull doing covers of every song, then you're lying to yourself and all of us.
Yeah.
No one actually wants to hear that more than covers.
I want to hear Phoebe Bridgers sing Mr. Worldwide. I do too. Okay, Dan, can I hit you with one more before we do our draft?
Yeah, I have to do the randomizer anyway. I also want to say they're actually the AV Club on YouTube. I don't know if they still do it, but they've had like multiple series where they pick a list of songs from like varying like goodness to shitty trolliness of like their songs that bands will come in and have to cover, and then like at like the last band to come in will have to do the last one. And so there are like lots of really fun covers of songs that you would never expect to be covered by a certain band, and that's kind of like in the same vein. And a lot of them are really good. So that's like a big reason why I take that.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with one more.
Okay.
Would you rather be only able to watch the few movies with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 95 to 100, or only be able to watch the majority of movies with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 94 and lower? You can only watch a group of movies for the rest of your life. Do you want 95 and ups or 94s and lower?
Well, I would. Can I see what the movies are on the 95 and ups?
I mean, there's a fair amount of them. I think there's probably going to end up being a surprising amount of movies you like in the 94 and lower, which is what I found when I was briefly looking. And I think the clear answer here is 94 and lower.
Yeah, I would want to look and see.
I don't know that anybody's going to be able to find a comedy that they like and they hold dear to themselves that's above a 95.
That's probably true.
Like, there's no way. Like, you're only watching The Lighthouse, basically, which is just going to bum you out all the time.
KR says 95 to 100. Everyone else is saying 94 and low.
Give me
that Pixar shit. That's the thing. It's like, I really would need to see a list of movies that are above 95 because there might be some too precious for me to sacrifice.
Get rid of?
Yeah. And I don't want you to pull up a list because I feel like it's going to be pretty long.
It's going to be incredibly long, but yeah. Actually, it doesn't seem that long, believe it or not. How annoying is it that their top 100 movies of all time aren't in order of Rotten Tomatoes score? It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would hurt probably either way, Sprays, which is why I need to see a list. I feel like the reflex is to say 94 and lower, but like, what if like your 3 favorite movies of all time are all 95 and higher? You know,
that's what I'm saying.
I actually think I might agree with that, Bobby. That Coco might be the best Pixar movie. Paddington 2, Roger Boy says Paddington 2 is the highest rated movie of all time, and I think he's saying that as a dig. Paddington 2 is legit really fucking good, and if you've not seen Paddington 2, you need to watch it. It's like legitimately very good. It made me cry on an airplane.
Coco is the best Pixar movie. So is that? I mean, we're comparing it to the Disney Pixar stuff too, right? Like Toy Story and all that.
Okay, I want to say, because this comes up on the podcast a lot, this feels like a good time to correct. Every Pixar movie that you have seen falls under the Disney Pixar umbrella.
Right, okay. You're right. I make that mistake all the time. Okay, so Coco is the best of that.
I think it might be. I think if I were to remove the nostalgia from my brain of like the ones I saw when I was a kid, it might be. Coco is really fucking good.
I think. Yeah, what you said is accurate. I'd have to like remove the nostalgia from my brain, right? Like the feelings that exist around stuff that don't actually happen in the movie.
Adrian, I feel like I don't know how much I would be able to like get along with Adrian on a regular basis. He cites that Pitch Perfect basically is his most valuable movie to lose.
Adrian has a weird affinity for Pitch Perfect. This is something I've known since Pitch Perfect was in the theater.
Black Panther number 4 all time apparently on Rotten Tomatoes.
That just can't be right.
Coco
it's
makes
not
me
number
cry
4 of just
in
Marvel
3 different places. 3 cries in Coco every time.
Coco is really good. I haven't seen Coco as much as I've seen the other ones. So I think that's part of the problem. I think I've only seen it twice.
See Coco. Yeah, it's tier. I cry multiple times. I don't want to say anything because Black Throw has not seen it, and he should. We should all see Coco.
More Thor. Since Rhyology brought it up, can we talk about? Never mind. We don't. We're not talking about that.
Coco is a tough watch. Oh, just like because it's emotional, you mean, Handsome Jack?
Anything Alzheimer's or dementia related, I agree.
It is tough. She's also.
It is really tough.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers, Flax, bro. But she's ancient, so I don't know. I've never had it. The thing is, I've never had a tough time watching it. Like it makes me cry every time, but it's never felt like a chore to watch Coco. It's always a fucking delight. Okay, let's get to this draft.
By the way, it's going to be Inside Out for me forever. So sorry, Coco. Coco's very good, but it's always going to be Inside Out for me. And I recognize I'm a little away from the
Inside Out's not even in my it's not even in my consideration for best Pixar movie.
We can't ever do a Pixar bracket or
yeah. Well, we basically did that, KR, didn't we? Didn't we? I thought we did a Disney Pixar bracket.
We did a soundtrack bracket. I don't think we did a bracket of the movies though.
I thought we did. No, not on the show. In like as friends, on that fateful road trip. I could have sworn we did. Yeah, because we did. We picked Lion King as the best Disney one. I don't know if Pixar. We did because none of us had seen Coco yet, and we all like eliminated Coco the second round. It's like, well, none of us have seen it, so it can't be that good. And it's like, one of my biggest life regrets.
I think we could do that. We could do that on the stream sometime.
I think Inside Out.
Heated.
Yes, it got real heated. Not as heated as the TV and the music though. That was like the true tests of our friendship bonds.
The music. Where we did Rolling Stones top 62
music,
all time.
The music was just tough because we were all sleep deprived and driving at 3 a.m. So just none of us were on our best tempers.
I've been around KR a couple times when he's like that, and sometimes the conversation was devolved into "you're wrong" and "I hate you" and the world would be better if you weren't on it anymore. And just and then everything gets real quiet and we just kind of move on to something.
Well, else. So I didn't remember that. So what I remember is Sprayson says what happened with music. We'll do this real quick, and then we will get into this draft that we said we would do. But Preston asked a question, or someone asked a question. It was either Preston or Keith asked which musical act would you go basically go back in time and see in their prime if you could see a single one? And Preston said the Eagles, and I let out an audible.
I did not say that was my choice. It was an honorable mention. No, that was not my choice. It was an honorable mention. It was it was one of the ones I was considering.
Well, it was the only band you said. You may not have been saying that it was your choice, but the first band you listed was the Eagles, and I let out an audible ugh, and Preston got really upset about it.
Yeah, and the Eagles have a very they're very connected to my family. It's the one thing basically my family can agree on is that music. So whether it's good or bad, it had a personal connection to me, and Daniel disregarded it and basically, made me cry. And that was cool. That was kind of how our friendship got a little stronger, is by him saying something I really loved and held dear was bad. No, because
you didn't explain that until after I said, ugh. You just said probably the Eagles.
Time. You
probably said the
so
Eagles,
quickly.
And I was like, ugh. Because I fucking hate the Eagles. And then Preston lectured me. He was like, listen, but I don't do that to you when you say you like things. And the Eagles are really important to me and my family.
And listen, here's the thing. Rough. I would not pick the Eagles to answer that question. That would be a bad choice. It's a bad choice. I think it was 3:30 in the morning, and I just reflexively said something that came into my head. I would absolutely pick something else, pick something significantly more iconic. But
yeah, there really were some intense arguments over the band stuff. I think of the three of us leaned a lot more like a lot more towards the older artists a lot of the time. And then it also got frustrating because it seemed like Preston and Keith were agreeing on pretty much every single thing until like everyone that I was voting for was losing every single vote.
We got to Stevie Wonder versus Marvin Gaye, and I think we just let that one sit for like 40 minutes in our drive. We were like, we don't know. We don't know what to do here.
That really was a toughie. Okay, let's do this before we delve any more into the brackets and drafts that almost ruined the drafted podcast before it ever started. But yeah, Pitbull, unfortunately enough, was not in the Rolling Stone top 100 rock artists of all time. What's the draft that we're doing? Oh yeah, video games to start a movie studio. The draft, we'll do 4 rounds again. Yeah.
Yeah. So am I just gonna look up top grossing video game IPs?
I don't know. I'm not gonna search anything again. Dale. Chat has the first pick, Preston has the second, and I have the third pick.
Okay. Oh boy.
So Ralligy Boy, like, we're starting. So basically, you're starting a movie studio. All of us are starting a movie studio, and you're gonna pick video game IPs that will be like your cornerstone franchise that you get to make movies about.
This is very interesting.
No, Ralligy Boy.
Oh boy.
Bobby, stop it. If they already have movies, that's fine. You guys have the chat. You have the. Oh wait, chat does have the first pick. Sorry.
By the way, I am looking at a blog post on Title Max. Get your title back with Title Max of the top 50 grossing video game franchises all time. I'm posting it in the chat right now. I don't know why it's on Title Max. Who knows? But that's the list I'm choosing to pull from.
We're getting a lot of different things in chat.
I'm just going to take.
Sue says Super Mario Sunshine was the only game I ever played growing up. Zelda, Pokemon have been thrown out.
It's not a bad choice if you only had one. It's not like the worst game.
The Last of Us has been thrown out.
Last of Us would be great.
Says Zelda
I'm just going to pick
die.
Fortnite. I'm going to pick Fortnite and make more money than all of you. It doesn't even matter what the movie's about.
Domka says FIFA, but with the commentary of angry white men. You get the whole franchise, yeah. You get the IP. So you don't even necessarily have to make a game, like a movie that's like for like off of the game. You get the IP and get to use it creatively however you want.
Wasn't there a Tetris movie at some point? I'm pretty sure there was.
How would you make a Tetris movie?
I don't know. I remember it not being very good.
All right, chat. You got to come to a consensus here. We're seeing a lot of Zelda and Pokemon here. Walmart, welcome back. He comes in with Lego. Extreme Beach Volleyball, says Ralligy Boy.
Oh my God, no! Don't do this to me.
Here,
people are saying Zelda.
I'm gonna do another poll. I think this seems contentious enough that I need to do a poll for Pokemon and Legend of Zelda, if it'll ever let me do it.
The Zelda, I don't know.
Zelda but Bobby, you could take this opportunity to give the main character
a voice.
Give Link, make Link a real character.
Yeah.
Okay, it's starting to seem that chat is saying Pokemon.
I'm gonna pick NBA 2K. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. But how sweet would that be?
You had me there. Okay, so chat takes Pokemon. Now Preston is up.
Yeah. I'm kind of struggling here.
Okay, now I'm gonna do a goddamn poll. Oh wait, did I do a poll and it didn't work? Oh, did Lila do the poll? Did you do a poll, Lila? Oh, Lila did do a poll. Thank you, Lila. What a mod.
Can I vote in the poll?
No. This is.
Seeing as I'm in the draft,
this is purely chat choosing. Yeah. It's a close one, yo. I just said yo instead of y'all. Thank you for making the poll, Lila. Looks like Legend is... Oh, it's tied! Oh, my God. What if it's tied? It can't be tied. Someone else vote. Please! Even if you don't really care. Oh my god. It's an edited tie. Edited tie. Okay, well, Legend of Zelda was leading the whole time until pretty much the end. So I am by default going to go Legend of Zelda here for that reason.
That's fair.
So chat takes Legend of Zelda. Albie says, count mine for Legend of Zelda. Welcome, Albie. How are you? Aster also votes Legend of Zelda. So there you go. We're going Legend of Zelda. I think that's cool. I think it's
a good choice.
It's never really been explored, right? Is there a single Legend of Zelda movie of any kind?
There's gotta be one. I mean, there's always a shitty movie for everything. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, it's pretty true, actually.
Have you seen the Dragon Ball movie? Because it's quite bad. Like the live action one. Oh,
of course I haven't.
There are a lot of like fan made trailers and stuff, but it doesn't look like there's They were making a Netflix thing, and it looks like it got canceled. Bummer.
KR, you know I'm going to take T-Rex Run, right? The Google Chrome game that plays when you don't have internet? Google Dino Run?
There was a Legend of Zelda movie in 2009. It has a 4.7 out of 10.
Chat is sharing Pornhub links with each other right now. Albie, we are drafting video game IPs to basically to be able to make movies from, essentially.
Interesting. All right, so I think that brings it to me, right?
It does indeed.
So, what I'm struggling with here is I want to take Halo really badly, but they already made a Halo movie and it didn't do very well. But
okay,
I think
here's the thing: no one currently makes good video game movies. Yeah,
this is true. I think it's because they did a bad job. So I think I'm just gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna say because I think I want iconic characters like they got with Legend of Zelda. You know, they got characters people will recognize on the poster, and I think Halo is a good step in that direction. So I'm gonna do that.
You're taking Halo?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm taking Pokemon. I'm taking Pokemon just because it's better. Yeah, it's just bigger. Halo, I think, is a better second and third round pick.
Pokemon, give me some more goddamn gritty Pokemon movies. Give me
Pokemon
more stuff along the lines.
Brand. Yeah.
Give me stuff more along the lines of Detective Pikachu. I love Detective Pikachu. Stop. You can keep making the stupid bad kids movies, but make stuff more for people who grew up with Pokemon that are now grown adults.
Pokemon 2000s also.
Yeah, I agree. KR says, wow, what a fool. We literally gave him Pokemon as a layup and he took Halo. Jeez, that was close.
Mass Effect would make a better movie than Halo. With the story of Mass Effect, don't doubt it at all. But I would say Master Chief is a much more recognizable character than
Adrian, both have both have space travel, okay? Read up on your Pokemon lore. All the super beasts or whatever they're called.
They come from space.
Come from a different portal.
Ground?
A different space-time.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion movie franchise.
Okay, well, I am going to take The Last of Us.
I don't think you can get Super Smash as an IP. That seems like...
Yeah, Super Smash is using IP from a bunch of different stuff.
That's the
they don't really have
Avengers
their own
Endgame.
IP, I wouldn't say.
The Avengers Endgame of movies.
Yeah. It's time for the Dream Ballet. Okay, now I gotta look and see what video games I have.
KR, WoW and League, interesting choices. Just because of the fan base. But, yeah, and you're saying all video game movies are bad, yes. I'm going to have to try and keep out of this draft me thinking about the movies that have already been made about these things because they're all terrible. Detective Pikachu is probably the best video game movie ever made. And it's pretty good, but it's not like... is there a better video game movie than Detective Pikachu?
Probably, but I have to look at a list. Lila, thanks for coming to hang out. We'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed your stay with us. Thanks for holding it down in chat. Thank you for the poll. That was an MVP move for sure.
How have we not had
thank you for the hydrate, Lexbro. Preston, you got to hydrate too, I think.
Oh God, I'm almost out.
Oregon Trail.
How could we not have a...
I have to take a second pick here. But yeah, what's up, Presto?
We need an Uncharted movie franchise.
Okay,
Those would be fantastic movies.
You're just giving me picks here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I forgot we were drafting and not just like talking about this.
Yeah.
NBA
No,
Jam, the IP.
no, I am gonna double down on Naughty Dog and go Last of Us and Uncharted.
Wow, you got them both.
Yeah, I did. I mean, there's just basically these things are movies. So, and they're. I mean, I've never played Uncharted a ton, but the Last of Us games are like my favorite games of all time. They're extremely emotional and just incredible character development. Adrian, get the hell out of here. So yeah, I take The Last of Us and Uncharted with my top 2 picks.
Angry Birds is the highest rated Rotten Tomato video game movie. That's depressing. Okay.
It's not true. It's a lie. It's a troll.
Oh. I am going to...
Oh, and unless he's saying highest rated video game movie, which I don't know how he would sort that.
There's probably a list.
What page?
He says. It's not a troll. That sounds like something a troll would say.
I strongly disagree with that, KR. Strongly disagree with that. There are lots and lots of characters, and
wait, Bobby,
it's hyper focused on such a small amount. You could do so much with it, I think.
Bobby, what the hell are you referencing? Tom Holland is about to be Nathan Drake? Is that a thing?
Are they making a movie or TV show?
What? Mass Effect, like video game Star Wars. Yeah, so it's me, right?
No, yeah, sorry, it is you. Yeah, I was gonna take Mass Effect, but it would have felt cheap, KR, because I know you've been popping it off in chat, and I wouldn't have thought it on my own. So out of spirit of the game, I did not take it.
I'm still just gonna take Halo. Like I know Mass Effect is better on the story front, but like we're not so much adapting story as we are like adapting characters, and Halo has the more valuable IP character, and like I feel good about that. So I'm taking Halo. Right now I have Pokemon and Halo. I'm hitting like wildly different demos, and I feel great about it.
I do agree. I think with chat, based on what I know of the games, that there's probably a lot more to explore with Mass Effect than Halo.
I mean, that's probably true, but like if we're assuming that the studio like executes the universe in like a relatively same way for all these picks, then like Halo has other planets and stuff. It'll be just fine. Halo is just a game about shapes. Ooh, Portal.
Also, Sprays, and to answer your question before, you can't take a video game franchise that's based off of a movie IP, if that makes sense. So like you can't retroactively squeeze it in there.
I'm looking at a picture right now of Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, and I may need to take a break from the show for a second.
Is it a lot? Is it overwhelming?
It's a little overwhelming.
Is Preston questioning his sexuality right now?
Wow. This is so exciting. I did not know this.
Yeah, I didn't know this either.
So Uncharted release date February 22. That's fantastic. Boy.
The corset.
I'm so happy.
Chat,
oh my
chat,
God.
do we have
Holland
picks?
as Rihanna.
Do we have picks here?
Walmart, I was thinking GTA. But there's no characters in GTA that are going to be widely recognizable. GTA is more about like a tone. It's like you get GTA and then you just bring in Tarantino to do all the movies, basically. But it's not like a specific character like you get with some of the other ones we've taken already. Animal Crossing.
You have to do some fun stuff with Animal Crossing, I think.
Fallout, interesting pick.
Chat needs I mean, I don't even know what to put in the poll. Like, there's too many things.
There's too many things happening
to put a poll to.
Who's your highest tier subscriber?
KR is dead right.
Be in charge.
The chat is hopelessly unfocused.
Who's your highest tier subscriber or something, and just let them kind of like make the decision.
Oh well, everyone who's a subscriber is in the same tier. Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, and Grand Theft Auto. Okay, it's gonna. The thing is, it's gonna take me 10 years to do a poll, y'all. Can one of the mods do a poll? Like my chat from Streamlabs really just does not work. Here, I can try it. So, remember that you guys have 2 picks here. You have 2 picks, remember.
Oh, yeah. So we'll say the top 2 getting vote winners are the 2 picks, we think. Animal Creed, Assassin's Crossing, Grand Theft Pokemon.
Thank you to whoever popped the poll in there, even though you put Animal Crossing, which makes me think it was probably Sprazen, because Sprazen wanted Animal Crossing in there. So Mass Effect is leading, Final Fantasy is 2.
Final Fantasy is, I think, the better IP, just because like more people play it.
Walmart, that idea has been stolen. Okay, it's been done in a previous draft. All right, Walmart. Walmart says, okay, hear me out. We take Kirby and have him suck up any actor we want. That's what this draft is about, Walmart.
Listen.
Okay, so chat takes Mass Effect, which I think is a good pick there. And then second pick, Final Fantasy for their 2 picks.
I think that ends up working out great for you guys. Those are 2 huge IPs. You'll be just fine. I'm going to take Star Wars.
Kirby can suck me up all right. You can't take Star Wars.
I know, it was a joke. Okay, so it comes back to me, right?
It does indeed.
I mean, in terms of the story, like saga, I want to see adapted into a movie. It's probably God of War, but I don't know if that IP is like big enough, like played by enough people to really be worth it at this point. This is a cool pick. All right, I'm gonna go Resident Evil.
God damn it!
They made a movie, Resident Evil movie, and it was awful. But like, I think it's about time we had another shot at that, right? Like that could be such a lucrative endeavor. Were you about to pick that?
I was about to pick that. Yes.
Yeah, I like that choice. I feel good about that.
That's so frustrating. What's the other scary one? I always get them confused. Resident Evil and there's another one that's 2 words. That's like also like kind of horror.
Dead Space?
No. Oh my god. The one with Leon is Leon and is that Resident Evil? Resident Evil's not in Leon, is he? Silent Hill. Thank you.
Silent Hill.
Nice. I'm taking Silent Hill to go into my the horror movie trope.
Leon is Resident Evil.
Leon is Resident Evil. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna take Silent Hill. Silent Hill was the one that had the PT, right? I'm sorry, I am a rube. I don't play scary shit. Okay. But actually, funny enough, a lot of people I watch on Twitch play scary stuff. So I've experienced Silent Hill and Resident Evil really for the first time within the last few months. Ooh, Borderlands would be fun too, actually.
I was thinking about Bioshock.
Bioshock.
I was thinking about Bioshock. I mean, Bioshock narratively is probably my favorite set of stuff next to God of War.
They're all every video game is becoming a movie. They're making a fucking Borderlands movie apparently.
They are?
According to chat.
Bobby, I see you in the chat. Nobody's played more Borderlands 2 than Adriax, who's chatting right above you. So challenge him on hours played. Borderlands, I tried real hard to get into. I just couldn't.
It's not really for me either. So I will leave it for chat, and I think I will steal their other suggestion of Bioshock.
Bioshock's a solid choice.
Also, I feel like all of my IPs except for Silent Hill kind of make sense with like Bioshock, Last of Us, Uncharted. Like you would expect a singular movie studio probably to pump out all the
most. Kind of those are probably the most cinematic games I've played. What you just laid out there.
Yeah.
Is it back to me for last pick, or is it back?
It's back to you. Yeah. This is your final pick, and then chat will wrap us up.
Okay. Mario Party's interesting.
That's very true, Biology Boy.
Ooh, Far Cry? No. I mean, ooh. Can I
Great
take...
shout, KR.
I think similar to like Mass Effect, where you're getting a huge world that has lots to explore. I'm going to take The Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher's... I mean, they made a TV show out of it on Netflix that a lot of people really liked.
I think that's more adaptable than God of War is.
Yeah, I think it definitely is.
With multiple movies. God of War, I think, would make one fantastic movie, but like that's it. Like one thing. Hella good TV show. I think I agree. I love
KR, is Jules here? Hey, Jules, if so. Okay, so Preston takes the Witcher. Chat, what do you take with your last pick? Sprayson says Mario. I think you could just do any Mario. It wouldn't have to be Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, you could take all Mario.
Civilization, not a bad shot. I really like the Roller Coaster Tycoon idea. Hashtag Jules is here.
As a movie franchise?
Can I get some hype in chat for Jules being here? Holy cow. I feel like we have a true celebrity in our midst.
Jules is here?
Yeah, Jules is here.
Hype.
Oh shoot! It's not doing the doubles. I need to have it so like when you have the same, if you do a bunch of the same emote, like they all come across.
They splash.
That was lame.
God of War would make one fantastic movie. Same for Resident Evil. I don't think so, Kat. Resident Evil again is more about tone than it is like characters. Like Resident Evil 7 and 2.
Resident Evil is the
the
one that just had a new one come out, right?
Great movies all on their own. Yeah.
The Village is Resident Evil.
Village.
Yeah. My friend played as them and skipped bad guys while invisible, leaving me behind while he looted. So I have a bad. Oh, I think that must be Borderlands.
The competitive looting aspects of Borderlands are
Nintendogs. Nintendogs.
Nintendogs the movie. I'd watch it.
Sprays and just picking all these games that are based off of movies.
Hey, Sprayson, is there a good Harry Potter game? Supposedly there's about to be, right? They're making one right now that's like hyped to hell. But
I feel like most Lego movies or Lego video games are well regarded.
Yeah. The Lego Lord of the Rings games are great. Those are the only ones I've played. And
I know that there's Lego Harry Potter, I'm pretty sure.
I've been told to play Lego Avengers because they have like every obscure character in the world.
What the hell is RimWorld?
I have no idea.
Okay, Roundjoy says God of War would get its ass ate at the ticket box. Hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
Hard to argue. I actually, I know Preston was really disappointed in this. I actually really could not get into the latest God of War movie. I tried, and it just really just kind of bored me. The latest God of War
game?
Yeah.
You said movie.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
That I find not frustrating. I pity you. You know.
I just couldn't do it, man. Everything felt extremely repetitive to me. I know that the storyline with the son and the dad probably pays off in the long run, but I just wasn't having fun playing it really.
Yeah, I played that game in like 4 days. Like I beat the whole thing very quickly.
So God of War for chat, it looks like, is the pick.
Sprayson, there was an open world Harry Potter game. I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban because you could ride a hippogriff, and that's how you like navigated the open world. I remember that being pretty good, but it was back when the movie came out, so like GameCube or something.
Yeah, sorry, Reality Boy. That is kind of true. Chat. Okay, so that's the end of the vote. Chat has Legend of Zelda, Mass Effect, Final Fantasy, God of War. Preston has Pokemon, Halo, Resident Evil, and The Witcher, and I have The Last of Us, Uncharted, Silent Hill, and BioShock. I think chat probably
so
wins this
good
one
about
again.
my team. No.
Oh, really?
No. I feel so good about it.
I feel like Halo was pretty massively a waste of a pick, to be honest with you.
I don't think so. I think just the IP alone, like, sells tons.
They might sell tickets, but I think the movies you can make with Halo are pretty boring, if I'm being honest with you. Mine is very scary. I definitely am going for the scary vote. I don't know how that ended up happening, but it did. Yeah,
Last of Us would make a great movie.
I agree that chat crushed.
Here's my question. If we can get into this just a tiny bit, would some of these games like be better as games, even if someone made a very faithful movie about them? Like, does Last of Us end up feeling better as a game because you have to interact with it to do?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially the second one really uses like the fact that you're playing a video game like really masterfully to kind of drive its
second one
emotional...
for sure. The second one tries to almost make you question what you're actually doing, which you don't have that feeling watching a movie, really.
Yeah.
Unless it's some like Black Mirror.
Yeah, and we'll find out because HBO is making a TV show of it, so I think we'll find out potentially. I mean, but still, I just think there's a lot to explore there that you could do really well and really fun, even if you don't necessarily try to tell the same story as the video games do.
The Witcher I would rather watch as a series of movies than a game. I played The Witcher 3 a bunch, and there's too much going on. So I need like a expansive series or movie or whatever.
Bobby, you can't be mean to Sprazen. Tomorrow's her birthday.
God, Gears. I'm with KR. The Gears universe, I think, is like the. Wow, KR put me last. What a shocker. Witcher's already a show. Yes, it doesn't mean we can't make it more shows about more things happening. Make it prequels and sequels and all this other stuff.
23 movies? I like that Preston is being called out.
Preston.
I wasn't sure if that was going to get left in the episode or not. I didn't listen to...
It did. Of course I do.
Preston. Well, I think that wraps us up, folks. We've gone on for almost 2 hours here, so
I'm gonna look real quick and see if I have any other great would you rather's that I
wrap us up with one final would you rather while I find someone for us to raid.
Ooh, just one. Okay.
I do think chat probably won both drafts here. I think they definitely won the SpongeBob one. I think it's maybe a little closer on the movies.
All right,
we didn't do vegetables. Sorry, Albie.
Here's a weird one I can hit you with if you're ready. I like Thor: The Dark World probably ton. I do not like Thor: The Dark World, and I don't like your attitude in the chat right now, Bobby. Thor: The Dark World, not very good.
Bobby gets a little tooty sometimes. He really does.
I can tell. So,
he doesn't have anyone to keep him in check in real life. You know, he's used to getting his way.
I'm more than happy to talk MCU all day to you guys because I don't work with people really, and I only live with one person. So I would love other human contact just at some point.
Tootie.
Especially about Marvel movies.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely not rating Tallahassee again. We're not doing that. We did that last time he started streaming. Not that there's anything wrong with him starting to stream, but we're not gonna rate him again. I want to raid another podcast like we did last time, and hopefully find a better one than last time. The last one was weird, and they never followed back. Not that I followed them, but they said they were going to check out the pod, and I don't think they ever did. We drafted stone fruit that could be your significant other in a pinch. What's number one? What's number one stone fruit that could be your significant other in a pinch? Oh my god! My whole computer does not work when I have Streamlabs. Oh, here we go. So Preston, do you have a would you rather for us in chat?
I do. We'll see if there's any meat on this bone. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather have all dogs try to attack you when they see you, or all birds try to attack you when they see you? I feel like this is deceptively challenging. Because really, I love dogs, so I reflexively go, no, I love dogs. I want to be around dogs. But birds are freaking terrifying. And you're talking about when birds see you. Birds can see a lot of stuff. And dogs are usually, when you're interacting with them, on a leash, behind a fence.
Yeah. I think most dogs that will be trying to attack you are usually
restrained
in some way, and birds are nearly never restrained in some way. So
and you're not going to see birds coming. You're not going to see birds coming as much as you will see dogs coming. Yes, and there's just way more of them. Thank you, Sprazen. There's just tons more birds. Birds fly, that's a scary thing. It's always been scary to me. All right, well, maybe that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but...
I mean, it's a shame, like I'm not a dog person or really a pet person, so maybe it's easier for me to say than others, but...
But you love my dog.
Your dog is very sweet.
Yes, there you go. You don't have to be a dog person as long as you love my dog.
I like that attitude, actually. All right, I had my web browser up, hoping to be able to figure out who we could raid.
There's a movie too called The Birds. Yeah,
it is true.
This is true.
It is
spooky.
True.
All right, before Daniel sets up this raid, hit me with your final MCU takes. But Black Panther. Not top five.
Bird watching is fun as well. Like just watching birds is much more fun than watching dogs, I would say.
I don't know. Maybe.
Who just watches a dog, Who can we raid?
The panty raid episode of SpongeBob has been taken down. That's probably for the best. Sprayzen wants to see it. Well, Sprayzen, you'll have to get your fix somewhere else. Click the link, Daniel. What's the link?
Wait, what link? Oh,
somebody sent a link in chat. I clicked it. Oh God, I clicked it. Oh my God, I love that video. It's the new Brian David Gilbert video. It's so funny.
I finally went back and watched his one with the Jake, where he's teaching his son how to use. Oh my God. The new one is the birds one, right? Where he and Karen are singing.
We like watching birds.
Birds. Yeah, that's a good one. We like watching birds. What the hell? All of the podcasts
I've been saying for
on
years
Twitch
that it was
are weird.
Yes.
We might not be able to raid we might not be raiding a podcast. These all seem weird. So let's see who is there anyone worth raiding that I just follow? Oh yeah, okay. We'll go raid Tevin. He raided me yesterday. I'm not raiding Teleclass Urology Way. We raided him last time. And this is like 2 streams in a row that he has stabbed me in the back to stream on his own while I was doing a podcast stream, no less. So for that, what's like the noun of traitor? Like traitory?
Treacherous.
For that backstabbery.
That treacherous behavior.
Treachery.
Treachery, is it, right? Treachery?
No, yeah. Treachery is like villainy. But like dangerousness. No, we're gonna raid Tevin. He raided me yesterday. I've actually not checked out one of his streams before, but he is playing some Pokemon right now. So we're gonna return the favor and give him a raid, if it'll let me. It might not let me. Oh, here we go.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we're not saying our goodbyes just yet.
Okay, I'll just do this for the next 20 minutes then.
Yeah, Preston, pull up another Would You Rather, because it's going to take me 5 years to be able to do a raid here.
Okay. Would you rather watch Black Panther or Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Let's see. Would you rather... I kind of like this one. Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and mouse? Also, all the people saying Black Panther, you're incorrect. So that's cool. Good for you. Good for you. You just stand there in your wrongness and be wrong. But anyways, we're on to a new thing now. Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and mouse?
Wait, I think we have to do I'm the queen of Would You Rather. Well, Willie, I'm sorry. I told you when the pod was going to be. You did say you're going to be late. I didn't know how late you're going to be. This was Preston's idea. Preston is the king of Would You Rather. We have a Marry Fuck Kill Daniel, Preston, Ryan, who's Ryology Boy.
I don't know Ryan, but I'm not killing myself. So...
Are you fucking or marrying yourself?
Well, I think it's easier to kill the person you don't know.
You know what? We're gonna raid a pod. I can raid Tevin another time. Let's be a podcast that supports other podcasts. Let's try.
Adrian, yes, we are talking all devices.
We're gonna try friggin' Nerds Media.
Guardians is lesson because Chris Pratt is a freaking clown. You've got to separate these things, right? Like I still listen to Kanye. It's weird. I still listen to Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything has its extreme, like where you can kind of no longer separate. But I think I still.
Also, I know Chris Pratt is a clown. I don't know why, and I don't want to know. So like, I try and support people who like do good in their private lives, like away from their work. But for movies, I find it so difficult to do that because everybody fucking sucks all the time.
Well, I don't know that I'll be able to watch, like, there are a lot of Kevin Spacey movies I'll probably never be able to watch again.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, well, and like Bill Cosby and stuff, that's different where like the actor is like viciously present in this awful thing they've done as opposed to they're just like naturally a Scientologist or something. Yeah. Like,
okay, I have triggered the raid command. The thing is not popping up for me properly, so I don't know if it's going to raid or not. But thanks to you all for coming to hang out. This was a lot of fun for me. I hope it was fun for you, Preston, as well.
It was. Thank you for having me, as always. I'm happy to come back.
Yeah, man. Of course. Okay,
I think we'll set up tier lists for next time, and we'll just do tier rankings of stuff because it's kind of another.
Yeah, we can do that for sure. Yeah. We can definitely do that. Okay, I think the timer is going. Are we still live, chat? No, do not leave the raid. Do not leave the raid. Stick around. The raid will happen. It's like taking longer than it usually does. But yeah, please stay for the raid. And make a bunch of hype when we. Thank you, Ryalge boy. Who says I'm a tiger?
It looks like the raid just happened.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got the stream pulled up right here. I'm gonna listen, see if they recognize us. Oh, that's nice.